Hello and welcome to Pest Perspectives with myself, Shaun Muller from Oakham Pest Control. This is the actual first episode with an actual guest. I did episode 1 where I basically explained it. Pest Perspective is a podcast where I hope to educate and entertain using all the different facets of pest control, because there's many different sectors within pest control, and I like to explore all sorts, even stuff I'm not even used to. So just a new podcast. I thought I'd give it a go because I love, as people know, I'm quite passionate about the pest control industry. I am trying to get myself looking at the camera. It's not that easy, actually. But yeah, thank you for everyone for tuning in. If you're on Facebook, could you please like the page or follow it? And if you're on YouTube, could you please subscribe and like? It's just so I can get the numbers up, so eventually I'll be able to live stream. You have to have certain stats to actually live stream, but I'd appreciate that. And if you're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, drop us a subscribe or follow, and leave us a review if you like the show. Now, the first guest this week is somebody that I've known, I think, quite a while now through LinkedIn, because I talk to a lot of people on LinkedIn, I do. And this week's guest, and the first guest, and thank you for being the first guest, is Kieron Bewes from Green Rock Pest Control. Have I got that all right?
You have indeed, Shaun. Yeah.
I'd just like
to say, thank you for inviting me on, being the first guest on your Pest Perspectives. That's fantastic. Thank you.
No, it's good to have you on. I mean, you're a man. You're a celebrity. You've been in national newspapers.
Yeah,
I haven't.
There's little bit about that is on social media. Is if you've got a good story, and you go on, Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter on X.
Yeah.
If you've got a good, something really good to say, and you've got a good post, if you hashtag in journo request on it, that then leaves it out for the journalists to then type that in to look through, and then they pick out bits and pieces. That's how they came across me.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, people, do that, and you may get yourself an interview with a newspaper. But we'll talk about that a bit later. Do you want to tell people what you did prior to being within pest control? Were you into anything before that? Because I believe you had a gardening background, didn't you?
Yeah, I left school at 15. As you do, I went in the building trade. I became an advanced bricklayer and stonemason. And then at 19, we all got made redundant from doing that and doing repairs and bits and pieces. Then I started off in horticulture. And I started from scratch, didn't know anything from anything. Quite lucky, had a really nice guy who said, you need to go to college, you need to learn.
Nice.
He retired within 2 years, and then I became head gardener. I was head gardener on a big estate for 8 years. I had quite a knack for it. During all that time, obviously we're doing garden pests.
Yes.
So, do rabbits, wasps, rats, and all sorts of different ones, including aphids, including beetles and bits and pieces. So that was a real good setup. I think I've lost you there, Shaun.
I'm still here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm about to flick it back. Just carry on.
Mate. So, I started off doing all that, got into horticulture in a big way, had a little radio show once a week, wrote for newspapers, magazines, got on this question time, bits and pieces. Then I hit the age of 40, and on my 40th birthday discovered I was diagnosed with having cancer. That was all a bit messed up. And then I kind of started thinking, well, is this really for me? And then I kind of thought, well, I need to take a break from it all and a step back. So I took a step back and reassessed my life, as you do. having a fair bit of time at home on me, to think about. So then I thought, well, what about pest control, really? It wasn't a huge jump, really. In horticulture, we use IPM, integrated pest management, quite a lot. In protected crop growing, we would use integrated pest management quite a lot. We'd use biological controls as well. You've got something for whitefly. You've got something called Incarsia formosa, which is a parasitic insect, which will kill off the whitefly. So, using things like that. So it wasn't a huge jump. The biggest jump was pests indoors. So, that was for me the biggest jump. But, I still run a landscape company and a horticultural consultancy. I still, love all that. But it just gives me, quite a good background into the pest industry.
No, that's really good. That is. I don't know what's going. I can't flick the camera back. I don't know why. Yeah, sorry about that. For my first show, I've messed up a bit. But no, that's you know far more than me. I don't know anything about horticulture. That's it. I don't know anything about that. I don't. It's quite a mouthful if you're not used to it.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to get the camera back. God, this is.
Well, while you do that, fire me another question, Shaun.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell people what your Green Rock Pest Control is all about? Because you're from a more greener side of pest control, aren't you?
I am indeed. Yeah. It's kind of like a bit more environmental. Doing horticulture, we used to do rats. Never used rodenticide. We either used to just shoot or trap.
That's fair enough.
And I do have a real love of nature, really, and I believe in working with Mother Nature rather than working against her. So Green Rock is kind of like the mossy rocks and the ancient woodland. I'm down in the southwest, and we have Dartmoor just down the road. And there's some beautiful ancient, spiritual woodland down there, and it's just kind of stems from that, the name Green Rock. Just nice. Working with Mother Nature. I try, because I've got a background in building as well, I try to do a lot of proofing. Obviously, if you have pests that are in your house, rats, you've got rodents in your house, that's, an environmental issue, and that can, cause harm to health and hazard to health. So, you have to eradicate these things. And squirrels in roofs, you have to eradicate them. But afterwards, you can proof them out. I like to, before it starts getting cold and the rodents start looking to come indoors, I like to really get it out there on social media and advertising to actually get me round to actually survey and inspect your property and find any potential problems that we can sort out. And then we can, stop any ingress, really. So that's the kind of way I work, really. Rodenticide is always the last resort. But then that's for all of us when we all sign crew. Yeah. But, it's just one of those really nice kind of environmental things. Planting bulbs and things to get rid of moles, no, that's not going to work.
It's like when people say, yeah, you're going to plant some peppermint in the garden, you'll get no rats.
Yeah. Or you go up into a roof space full of rats and it's just full of peppermint bags.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's your wife's
I'm not
tales.
That if that's what people want to try. Sonic moles as well, the poles you put in the ground. There's no commercial ones available. They don't work, I'm afraid.
Well, yeah, I've done mole jobs where people have got them, and I said point proven. You've got moles, it's not stopped them, but it seems to the public they can happily sell them to the public, no issues. I don't get it.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it, how the advertising for it and the plug-in Sonics where you can turn it one dial and it gets rid of spiders, next one gets rid of flies, next one gets rid of rodents.
Exactly.
So if anyone wants to buy those, don't, and just send us the money instead.
That's fair enough. But no, it is quite mental. How I've had a lot of customers tell me, "Oh no, they work." Well, I've had no issues for 14 years now. I have.
Yeah.
So it's not working.
No.
So it means it's never worked. You just got lucky.
Yeah.
You
And
have.
I've had people who grow, lavender and put their bird feeder in the lavender bed, and they still get.
Thanks for telling us about the greener side of pest control, because it is becoming more of an what's it called? It's more acceptable now. People are more accepting of the eco methods, because years ago it was all just poison. Now the whole world is being more ecological. Use traps if you can, use rather than use rodenticide. So it's a good point. That's your focus, because there is a lot of businesses that run on the eco side of pest control, and you're one of them. You are.
Yeah, I think the environmental thing is is quite large, and it's in the news. It's global warming. Yeah, look at the craziness we've had over the last few weeks. And if we can do our little bit, then it's got to be a good thing. And I feel better for doing it as well. I don't like to necessarily just turn up and kill things, And like you say, the people, there's a certain age group of people who just think, oh, kill, because that's how it was many years ago. Somebody turns up, chucks a load of bait down, and then takes their money and leaves. And I'm really trying to get away from that. But, I can still park up in my sign-written van, come back out and find a little message and on the windscreen, and you open it up and read it, and it's murderer written on it.
You've experienced that then?
I have indeed, yes, to a certain supermarket near where I live.
I've never
I've had people shout stuff at me as well when I've pulled up. But
that's
so we roll, isn't it?
I have heard people say this. Even people say, "Oh, I've had my tyre slashed for it." I was like, "Wow."
Oh no, I haven't had that.
That's a little bit crazy, but yeah, it's The problem is, like the people that say that then they're the kind of people that need some kind. I don't want it to happen, but say for instance, like the Black Death come back, then they'd be like, it would take something like that with certain people. You know what I mean? But it's so you need some people say that kind of thing, but then if they had an issue in their house, a lot of them would get you round, but they wouldn't tell any of your friends, would they? You get the silent ones.
Yeah. Are you sign written? Can you park down the road?
Yeah. With our van, ours just got a big friendly wasp on it, so people often don't think it's rats.
Yeah.
But I don't tell anyone. I say I can't tell you. It says what the issue is. In the summer, I just go, it's just a wasp nest.
Yeah.
But
now at this time of year, you can say it's moles.
Oh yeah, I could just go, it's moles. There you go. Then again, you get a lot of people liking moles, but they can cause a vast amount of damage, and they can hurt horses. They fall down, they can break their legs, all sorts. So there is reasons for mole control. It's not just pure destruction. No. It's not. It's for protect
farmers,
animals.
Grow silage. Farmers grow, well, they don't grow silage. They make silage, but they grow hay, straw, and stuff. And if it gets contaminated with soil, it spoils it. And that's a lot of money going to waste.
Oh, it is. So, what? When you started Green Rock Pest Control up, was it a massive learning curve with setting up the business and this and that? Because I didn't I didn't experience that because I joined. My dad set it up a long time ago. He did. So I imagine that was a big learning curve, or wasn't it? Because you had a gardening business, or was it kind of?
Yeah, business wise, that's fine. It kind of all businesses kind of follow the same structure. But to get into the industry, what I did first of all, I emailed a few pest controllers around me in the area, basically saying, "Hi, this is me. I really want to get into the industry. Could I come and work for you for free and get some ideas?" And I was very happy to do that. Alongside that, I did join the BPCA, and I did all the courses. I was doing my rodenticide. I did the basic level entry 1. And then all of a sudden, one guy came back called Russell Jones from Short Pest Control. And he said, "I don't want you to work with me, but I will mentor you."
Oh, okay.
which was really nice.
Oh.
So if I had a single problem, I could just phone him up, get in touch with him, and he would be right there for me. And he still is to this day. He's a real good guy, and a real big shout out to Russell, really. But yeah, so when I joined the BPCA as an associate, you've got 2 years to join to pass your level 2 to become a professional, if you like, or to get the qualification of level 2. Sadly, COVID came right near the end of it. So I'd paid all my money to do the course and got it all done, all the coursework done, but they couldn't do any exams. My 2 years ran out. And then I wrote to them saying, look, I'm really sorry. Time is of an essence. Will there be any exams? And there wasn't. And then I couldn't rejoin because I wasn't a full member. So that was kind of the end of me with the BPCA, which was a real shame because they've got some really good things. Their website is set up really well. They do some cracking webinars. They do free CPD stuff.
That's brilliant. Nice.
And that, for me, right at the beginning, was amazing. I just lost myself in all of that and had Russell as well. And then kind of from there, the problem is I'm in the Southwest. And not many organisations do much down our way. It's all up country. And where is Ossett? Everything is in Ossett. But I did notice the other day, Hugh Radford put up a post. He forward posted an NPTA one.
Yeah, I think he does that on the groups just to help out. He shares like NPTA and BPCA posts to put them in the group.
Posts a lot of stuff he thinks is going to be helpful for the industry. And one of them was this BPCA roadshow, and it was actually not the BPCA, sorry, the NPTA. And they've got a roadshow that's just about 25 minutes away from me. So that was enough for me to join the NPTA. So from that, I've now signed up. Tomorrow we're doing a free course, environmental course tomorrow, 2 CPD points. That will then put me at 20.
Currently, I'm at 0. I had 76 last year due to my RSPH level 2.
Very nice.
Award in pest management. I better say that because the confusion it can cause. But yeah, no, 20 points. You're done. You're done tomorrow. Done. That's it. Well, I know you'll keep going and doing
Absolutely.
Various. You will.
I'm booked in for the 3 NPTA courses anyway. So working at heights, food hygiene.
I've done the food one. It's a good course for Graham. That is.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Did it last year. You get a certificate for that.
And then of course I get the roadshow just down the road.
That's nice. That's nice. It's good. It's good to see you've got some events near you that have popped up. Yeah,
absolutely. For my exam, it wasn't too bad. Because I wasn't now and then going to do my level 2 in in pest control with the BPCA. I found the Rat Pack. They did some courses, and brilliantly they did it in Taunton, which isn't too far away. And so the lovely Debbie Wilson,
shout out to Debbie,
top Debbie, field biologist extraordinaire. She took it and went from there. Passed me level 2 and haven't stopped really. This year has been the first year I've been full time as pest control. I started off, obviously, I was running my horticultural business and the landscaping business alongside the pest control. I sat down and did a 5-year plan, and the 5-year plan kind of ended in year 4 with me going full time. So
that's good.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Really chuffed.
Takes time to build up, but that's good. You're full time now. That's the hard work starting to pay off.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't know people, you text this man on WhatsApp or whatever, and he's always up to something. He is always, even if it's not pest control or gardening. There's something he's doing. World's busiest man.
Get on. And the most understanding wife.
Yeah. What now? Out of all your pest control work, what do you love? I know you like pest control in general, but what would you say your favourite area in your business, the work you get, what would you say your favourite parts are? Yeah, like favourite jobs.
That's a good question. Love the industry. I'd say walking into this industry is just, wow. It's the same for you, Shaun. Why didn't we do this many years ago?
That's what everyone says.
Yeah.
A lot of people get into it when I got into it in 2020. But I wish I got in years ago. But everyone says that. But it's true. But they don't, like, when I was at school and stuff like that, I wouldn't have thought about doing it, but I'd never heard of it. And to this day, kids don't get told you can be a pest technician. They don't get told it.
No.
But
no. But what do I like the best? I love all the jobs that I can see satisfaction on the customer's face.
Good.
To say thank you so much. They phone you in a panic, and then after you've been there and you've done a few treatments and you sorted out the problem, that is so rewarding in itself. But pest-wise, what do I like? I like doing rats. I like doing rodents. I like the chase. Everyone's kind of the same but different. We've got a tool bag, tracking dust, brilliant stuff. Although it's really difficult to put down because you end up, once you shine the torch on you, it looks like you're at an 80s disco.
The problem is sometimes it is a very good tool, but sometimes it vanishes due to the loft insulation. That's the problem.
Yeah,
you can't. It depends which tracking dust you use. Because I use tracking gel, but I probably need to buy some of the dust. That's probably much better. It is.
Yeah. So I like doing the rats because I like to find the ingress points. I've got a really good team around me. I've got a mate called Paul the Proofer.
I've seen.
He does a lot of the proofing work for me, especially heights. I am no good at heights. I can climb a tree. I can climb a very tall tree, but climb a ladder or scaffolding, I am a nightmare. I am holding on for dear life.
So that when you were putting up I seen a photo the other day on your socials of the from bird spikes.
Yep, from Defender.
That's it, Defender bird spike. Shout outs to Kirsty and the crew.
Indeed.
Was you on that roof?
I was indeed.
You said you didn't like heights.
I know I don't, but that's how far I will go.
Yeah,
I will go. I was holding on for dear life.
I don't like heights either. I don't like heights at all.
No,
I don't.
No, I'm not overly keen. But luckily it was a bungalow.
Oh, right, okay.
So
it looked much higher than it did, the photo.
Yeah. Oh, it was still high enough. Still high enough.
That's good to hear.
So I've got my mate Paul the Proofer.
Yeah.
I've also got a really good guy who does all my drainage work.
Nice.
A guy called Chris Mallet from Mallet Drainage. Amazing guy.
That's good to have.
He will come out and do, specific rat surveys for me. And can't knock his work. He's superb. So I've made a nice little team, to nestle around me and for me to nestle around them. And we kind of just get on with it, really. There's always something to do. Moving into the insect season, as we do, I really start to enjoy that. The sun's out. It's a little bit warmer. You can work a bit longer without having to work in the dark. I know your favourite is wasps.
It is. Wasps are my favourite. Yeah. However, this year, as you know, it will be an interesting year.
Indeed.
Trying the new, not new chemicals, alternatives that I haven't tried. So I'll have to give them a test.
Get the Vulcan dust out.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, definitely. I need to start getting that sorted. But who knows what the season's going to be like this year? The season was absolutely rubbish last year.
I was all right. I was 176. Sorry.
Well, I was about that, to be honest.
You were, yeah.
But that's not a lot for me.
No, that for me is huge. That for me is huge. And people around me as well, they didn't have a very good season. I seem to have got out there and done quite a few, which was nice. But like you say, using FiCam indoors, it's going to be a little bit different and a lot of callbacks.
Yeah, well, I think the thing there is maybe you have to put a 2-part treatment in where you go back, and then they're going to have to pay accordingly.
Yeah,
absolutely. The price will go up, basically.
Yeah,
it will.
I think for insects, I kind of like fleas.
Nice.
I like doing fleas. Get the old poultry steamer out. The IPM down through it. Because fleas are everywhere, and if you can meticulously go through a place, and take out the fleas, brilliant. It's a real pat on the back and an achievement.
Oh yeah, fleas are a very good job. It's a good job to do, but yeah, because you've obviously got a broad spray everywhere in a house for fleas, because they can literally be sitting anywhere they can.
Absolutely.
It's not like bed bugs just in one specific room. It's the whole entire house. It is.
Yeah. Get out your monitors, put them all in the rooms.
Yeah.
Monitor, see what you've got. Also, when you're telling the customer, I'll have to stamp around, and you're stomping about when you're spraying and stuff, and it's just a good crack, really. I do like treating fleas.
Yeah, no, it's good. We all have our favourites. We do, and mine's the wasps, and yours is the fleas.
It's the fleas.
Yeah, I didn't actually think you'd say fleas, but everyone's got a favourite they have.
I think it comes from me because I did one treatment, and this lady, she's 92, she couldn't leave the house, and she pulled up her leggings and her stockings, and fleas were crawling all over her. And that kind of made me think, now I really want to sort this. And I suppose from there, it's kind of like fleas, really. It's, bless her, just bitten to hell.
Yeah, it's not good to see when you see that situation. It's quite hard because it's always learning on the job, but you've got to obviously be cautious as well when you're talking to clients as well, because it's hard. It's depressing, isn't it? If you've got fleas, it's not a good plan. You've got to try and make them feel better and try and help the situation and eliminate the situation as well.
Yeah,
you have.
Yeah,
it's not always an overnight process, is it? That's you've got to explain to people.
No,
it's not a quick fix. Sometimes,
no,
a lot of cases, but a lot of people think you can just come and wave your wand with them, and it's done.
I think that's a lot in the pest control industry. Is for any pest, isn't it? People think, how long will it take? It's like rats. You just don't go there, like you say, wave your wand, and the rats disappear. We don't turn up with a little fluke.
If only you could go like that.
Absolutely.
There you go. Yeah, if only. If only. Have you got any? I don't know if you have. Have you got any weird pest control situations you ever had before? Anything that's a bit odd, as in a certain pest you don't deal with very often, or any stories like that? You don't have to name people or anything.
No, that's okay. I used to keep snakes many years ago, and I do get called out for reptiles. Wow. I was going through my report forms, and because I'm still paper, I'm not electronic yet. It's something I need to do.
We're half. We're on this new powered now system, and we are transitioning this year. But we still do have paper.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah, I am still paper, I have to say. But I had to print some new ones because we've recently moved. So, and all the old ones have my old address on. So on the new one, I did actually put a section reptile.
Oh, really?
Because I do get called out. It must about 10, 12 times a year. Sometimes it's adders. They've seen adders going across their decking.
Wow.
What can you do? They're protected species. They're basically going for the mice or the rodents underneath the decking. So if you can eradicate that, then you're going to, the adder's going to move on. But I get a lot of call-outs. It seems like the Southwest seems to be a hub for snake pets. And obviously they escape. So we get corn snakes, we get ball pythons, and have to go on the hunt. And that's a really cool crack. That's good.
You need to go and meet up with some pest controllers in Australia.
Yeah,
I reckon you'd have fun.
No, my wife said to me once, she said, we could move to Australia and you could do pest control there. then we're looking into the snakes and stuff, how they get into car engines, and no, you're right, you're fine.
That's a little bit. That's probably a little bit too far.
That's very much too far.
But yeah, because I was at a job once, and this customer said to me. Now, after he said this, I was very cautious. Right, obviously, I had a bait box right next to the house, and he said to me, "Do you know, like 2 days ago, an elderly gentleman, must be about 70, 75, he says to me, a snake came out of there. What do you mean a snake? Like a grass snake, a big one." So when I was like this, I was like, if that snake, and there was no snake there, but he said it was a big. He called it a grass snake. I don't know the actual term, but I was very cautious when doing the job. Then I was looking through, I was checking because I'm not used to snakes, and I would move cautiously, but I would. I would. But
yeah, you have to move cautiously. Yeah. You have to be sensible.
But
if like with any wild animal, if you corner them, they're going to attack. You know, if you give them the space and whatever. I've got my snake hook. I've got snake gaiters as well if I need them.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've got a kitted out for it because it's all part of theatre, really, isn't it? Put it on. It's the same with wasps. Put your suit on. Look the biz.
Well,
give your bottle a shake.
Well, exactly. It's like do you remember me sharing that photo on the internet of the skunk? Now you're the kind of person that would have loved the call for the skunk.
Yeah.
Just to go out and have a look.
Yeah.
Because I then looked it up, and they don't exist in the wild. But apparently, I can't remember the year, but they used to be allowed to be kept as pets in people's gardens.
Ooh.
And what happened was, apparently, rather than handing them over, a lot of people did. They just let them out into the wild, and obviously, some survived. I mean, this was in Corby. I thought it was a wind-up to start with, but it wasn't. This bloke was taking photographs. It was skunks going by his house.
Get on.
So they obviously survived, but there is skunks in England.
Yeah, get on. Yeah, I'd give that a go.
I reckon you would.
Here's a question for you then, Shaun. Yeah. If you could do a trade with somebody anywhere in the world to do switch pest control for a week, what country would you go to?
Oh. Thing
Not
is,
Australia.
Every other, but America's just as bad. That's the problem. It's. I don't actually think I'd trade.
No,
because the pest. I wouldn't mind. I say trade. I wouldn't mind going to America and going on the road with somebody, but that would be knowing the fact that I couldn't do anything because I'm not licensed for that country. No. I could observe like Alex Wade did when he went over to America.
Absolutely,
but actually do the job, I wouldn't want to. I've heard because in America, pest control's much more of a respected field. It is by the mass general public because nearly everyone in certain states, or most states in America, they all have a pest control service, either quarterly or monthly in residential. We have a few. It's nothing compared to what we do in commercial. But in America, nearly everyone has them because they have this outside their houses sprayed for mosquitoes or etc. But in America, you can spray for whatever you want. It doesn't actually have to be a presence there. They can just spray for it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
we can't do that. We have to prove that they've got a problem first, and then work out what to do. But over there, they can just spray just in case, just because the customer says.
Yeah, we have to find evidence.
We do, yeah. We do.
Nice.
Now, one thing about your business.
Yes.
You've won awards.
I have.
Do you want to talk about that? Because I know you're quite proud of it.
Customer service. I won an award, national award for customer service. I used to also be a plantsman, the main plantsman at a garden centre.
Okay.
Plants by. And
nice.
The owner had very high standards for customer service, which has rubbed off.
That's good. So good thing to learn. That is.
It's a very good thing to learn, and like in our job as well, you meet people. You know, some people have psychosis where they don't have a pest, but they still want you to spray. And it's all these different angles of how to treat people. And luckily, I'm quite good at it, really. I guess.
Good.
I've had some good training for it. So I've kind of won an award for that.
Nice.
My environmental ways of pest control as well. I've won awards for. So, but yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
I bet it's got you a lot of. Has it got you a lot of work or publicity?
Yeah,
I imagine.
I'd say it has. I back at the garden centre, I remember when we won an award for that, and we put up everywhere award winning, and people loved it, and the business went crazy. And yeah, I did the same. When I won the award, I've put it out there, award winning pest control service, and within a week my business doubled.
Isn't it? Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, not interesting. It's good because people like to see people winning awards and succeeding. They do, because it's a good thing to get an award. We may get an award one day.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Know. It's, I kind of think outside the box. I kind of I'm always moving forward. I'm always thinking of different avenues. I'm always, I don't know, just striving more and more. Like you say, every time you phone me, I'm doing something different because I'm always busy. I'm always got a finger in a pie. And yeah, it's just nice. It just means that, I don't know, you care, I suppose. If you don't win an award, I'm sure you still care. But yeah, it was just a really nice, cool thing, really.
There we go. We're back.
Hey.
We're back. I have to clip this all together. I don't know why it went off. I don't.
No.
I'm still learning this software, people. If you wondered, it's something new. It is. I'm on the other side this time. I am. But yeah, winning awards is a good thing for your business. It is. It doesn't matter if you don't win awards, but it is a nice badge of honour, and it got you some interviews, didn't it? Locally.
Yeah. It's difficult to say, not milk it for all it's worth, but what I mean is, it's nice to show off. It's nice to be humble.
Yeah.
You don't want to brag. But yeah, I got in some newspapers and bits and pieces through it. Yeah, so that was really nice, really. I just feel a bit embarrassed about it all, really. But
it's free.
I am so chuffed and whatever you for it. But yeah, it just kind of says to me, I'm doing something right at the end of the day.
Well, it's a great thing for your business. It's a good look for you. It is. It's also, even though you get publicity, it's a good thing. It's free promotion at the same time as well. It all helps the business. It does, winning awards. But we may win one day. You never know. I'll be joining the God ranks of you.
I'm sure you will. Just keep putting hashtag journo request.
I might do that there. People remember that journo request on the platform X. Well, you could actually try it on any platform if you want. It might work. You don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. I was just told on X that it works, and it must do, because that's how one of the national papers picked me up.
What was that like then? The Guardian contacting you? Did you say, is this real? Is this a wind up?
Yeah.
Is Shaun winding me up? As he said, on the phone.
Lucky I didn't tell him where to go, really.
Yeah.
No, it was just out of the blue. Just got a phone call and said, hi, it's such and such from the Guardian. I'm doing an article on pest control. Would you be interested in having a chat for half an hour, 40 minutes? And I'm like, yeah, go for it. So it was arranged. I think I was at work at the time, and then I had to go, oh, I'm so sorry, I've just got to pop off to my car and being interviewed for the Guardian.
Yeah, that went down well.
And I'm sure, they didn't believe me, but then I did go and buy a couple of issues, I have to say.
You walked out the shop with every copy.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was trying to sign them outside the shop, and I bought, say, 100. I left with 99.
Yeah. But no, yeah, well done on that, and on being a guardian.
Yeah, thank you.
It's got good milestone. Have you been in the Pest Mag as well? Have you been in there?
I have, yeah.
I thought you had.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's always good to get in the Pest Mag. Oh, any Pest magazine.
Absolutely.
I think it's great. I do.
Yeah, you've been in it.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you've been in it a couple of times.
Well, it was once for the opinions on the front line, and technically the second time it was a photo. It was thanking all the people that had contributed, but I hadn't looked because you text me, "Oh, you're in the Pest Mag." No, I'm not. And the magazine was sat on the side. I was like, I hadn't read it, and I opened it up, and there I am again.
Absolutely.
It's actually framed. The first one's actually framed on the wall.
Yeah, don't blame me.
I'm so happy about getting in the magazine.
Yeah,
I was.
I think as well is, if you want to aim for publicity, is if you write stuff out. If you've got something good, you got something good going on. You write it out, and you kind of like give it to them on a plate, send it to everybody. If you send it to 100 people and one person picks it up, it's got to be a good thing. I might
try that, because I tried to do it locally. I've never had because I've got a CRM, you see, HubSpot thing. It's free. Your email goes through. You can tell when they opened it, and they opened the email. But I only mentioned I never wrote the article. Someone else told me that as well, from a Stanford marketing company. He said, just write it out and send it to them. He says it might just be that it could be a bit. It's just the fact that if it's written, they might just stick it in.
What they'll do is what I find they do is they'll read what you've written, they'll rewrite and tweak a little bit to say it's theirs, and then they'll print it under their name. I don't mind that.
No, exactly. I might try that. I might
absolutely
try again. Anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you've got something good going on, you're doing your walk. You're doing your sponsored walk, aren't you?
Yeah, it starts in a few days. The actual, and you'll see more and more, because I'm vlogging once a minute. I'm vlogging every day. Brilliant. On all the socials. To be prepared, people.
And that is what you should be writing to the paper.
Yeah, I will, because I got on the radio. I got them because we have adverts on the local community station. I just messaged them saying I'm doing this for charity. Any chance you could share it out? And he did more than that. He mentioned it on the actual radio. I was like, hang on. He says, I'll do it in the next break.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really good of them. About 230 quid at the minute.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, some of that's mine.
Yes, it is. Well, thank you for that. It is.
So what you want to do is, if they're a live radio, when you're doing the actual walk, why don't you get them to interview you live as you walk in?
Yeah, brilliant. You never know.
Yeah,
they may do.
They can say yes, they can say no, Shaun.
They can. Also, I've got another question here. So here's a little bit of a different one. In the next 5 years, where do you see the future of the industry going in the next 5 years?
Oh, if it wasn't for the last couple of years, I'd have a different answer. I think it's who knows where it's going, to be brutally honest. Blue boards, FICAM, new legislation. If it keeps going that way, it's going to get very tight for us. It's going to get very tight for us. It means our prices are going to go up. It means more people will buy amateur stuff and have a go, which then is in turn, as you know, going to cause even more problems.
Yeah, it is.
That is my horror. I hope it doesn't. I hope the people out there who are in control of change listen to some of the big names in pest control.
Yeah.
Who are, I said, got their heads switched on, but know the score and know the long game. So yeah, in 5 years' time, I'm sure, like yourself, you don't really want to think about it.
No, you are right. It's ever evolving. It is,
Yeah.
but more so in the recent years, because basically, if you use a product, don't say it's good. It might vanish.
Yeah, I like that. I
It
like
might.
that.
Just don't tell people it's good because
No. Vicam, rubbish.
it's gone. I used to hear about Vicam W, and that was gold. Apparently, that was really good stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yes, it's ever
It was the same
evolving
in
change.
horticulture.
It was what?
Lots
Sorry.
of good stuff that worked, got taken away.
Oh, okay. Was it the same with that? If it worked,
Yeah, we had malathion, we had primisoft methyl, lots of organophosphates. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But yeah, over time they all got withdrawn. Malathion always made me giggle. They got rid of it to you couldn't kill aphids with it. They banned it for that, but you could pop down the chemist and buy malathion for nits.
Oh,
Put it
okay.
on your head.
Okay, put it on your head.
Yeah.
Okay. Won't be much there, is there? We'll get much on there. For that bald head. But yeah.
Yeah, it's if they keep taking things away and not adding things back, decent substitutes, then the industry could find itself in a bit of trouble, really. Or it won't. We will find ourselves in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to be more. I think there's going to be a lot of digital introduced in the next 5 years. There is, because obviously, as you know, I'm joining the trial.
Mm-hmm.
I should be second half of February.
But yeah, nice. Exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
But it's something because I know that I put my thoughts out there, and the MPTA were listening. I was like, from my perspective as a small business, it doesn't make sense for us. So they're, that's the idea of it. For me, giving my view from a small business perspective, whether it's yay or nay, they want to know the actual truth and not lie just because it's been done.
Yeah, but that's really good. You get a training day, doesn't it? I saw you get a training day. You get the equipment, and yeah, it's got to be a good thing, really.
Yeah, Gary from Syngenta actually comes down and installs all the equipment for you.
Yeah,
so
brilliant.
A bit of a day with him. But yeah, it's all moving forward. It is. There's paperwork to be signed and everything, but yeah, it's all going forward. That is. Pick the perfect site and everything.
You got out there on social media. You put it out there with your thoughts, and this comes from it.
No,
and then
exactly.
From that, you can then give it a go, give it a trial. You either like it or you don't.
Exactly.
You move forward with it, or you give it back and go, yeah, not for me.
Well, yeah, it's fair enough. You might also be honest. There's no point lying in a trial, is there?
No. Or you can just keep all this stuff and say, nah.
I don't think I don't know the ins and outs. I don't.
No. I look forward to it.
But I'm looking forward to it. It's an exciting opportunity. Thanks to MPTA and Syngenta for letting me be part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So also, I mean, with obviously you like CPD because a lot of what I like to be positive about pest control, and CPD. Okay, it's 20 points a year. By next year, it's a bit different. It is 20 points, but 3 points of it, crew pick the training. They do. So 3 hours of it will be something they pick. I presume it'll be something for your trade body or something like that. Something you can accessible for free. No, not like a paid day. That's what my presumption is. I don't know. I would say it'd be something free. I would. If it's because you've got to do as of next year 3 mandatory crew. Well, whatever crew picks for these 3 hours, you've got to do. The rest of them, you can be whatever for the rest of the 17. They can. But I like CPD because I like constantly learning. But I know a lot of people see it as a chore. They do. Are you a big fan of getting CPD via? Because the biggest thing I like about CPD is, say, listening to the Beauties and Beasties podcast and being able to get CPD for it. And I now take notes because of you. Because my memory's terrible. I'm going back through all the podcasts to write notes because you did ask me some questions on it and I couldn't tell you. But now I write notes so I can study more on it and remember. because you are right. When you listen to a podcast, you take it in, but you don't take it all in. You forget.
Indeed.
And the note writing is a good tip, people. With
Bullet
podcasts,
points. Bullet points everything.
Exactly. So you
no, but I like learning. I like learning different things. I listen to podcasts. You know, Friday at 7:00, I'm there. You know, Beasties and Beauties. I like doing webinars. You know, I like doing the webinars. The MPTA one tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
At 8:30. You know, I like to get in the mix with that. That's quite fun. You know, reading, studying. Yeah, I kind of like it all, really. I like to mix it up. CPD college as well. That's got some good bits and pieces
CPD college has. Yeah. That's how I did my. I did food hygiene level 2 and HACCP level 2. But the good thing about that though is you can re-log in and listen to it all and write it all down again. It can actually get back into your course.
Yep.
You can.
Yep. You can refresh yourself.
Yeah. So I'm looking at doing that soon. Going back in. I'm note taking this time. I didn't note take last time.
Yeah. Because you know I'm going to ask you questions.
Yes. There'll be a quiz. Oh well. But yeah, no, it's all fun. Have you ever been to any of the kill germ workshops? You know, have you been?
No, because they're all in Ossett.
Oh right, because I'd never been to one. You see, so last year, I didn't even know about it. Kill germ were ringing round. They were because looking at all the pest controllers, it were the closest. So we went to one in Peterborough, and that was quite a real interesting one. That was.
I'd love to. The MPTA one down in Buckfastleigh. Yeah, can't wait for that. That's going to be a day of joy. That's going to be a right good crack. Really looking forward to chatting with other pest controllers, meeting people from the industry that I'd never get to meet. Yeah, it's going to be really good. And you get CPD.
And I'll tell you what they do, because I haven't been for MPTAs. I went for a couple of years now to the one that's in Nottingham area, and I'll tell you one thing they do good food, good grub.
Nice.
That's what you get, good grub.
Nice.
Yeah, you get good.
The problem
is
Buckfastleigh, they produce something called Bucky, which I think is the unofficial drink of Scotland now.
Oh, okay.
It's made by the monks, and it's quite alcoholic and very tasty. So it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, that's good then. But yeah, that's how many CPD did you get for that, for going to that one?
It depends. I think it's a maximum of 6.
Really?
If you do everything, involved there.
Okay.
So you do all the seminars and do the trail afterwards and stuff, the CPD trail.
Okay. It never used to be that way. When I went, it wasn't exactly
I don't know. This is my first one because it's down in the southwest.
When I went, I was the Nottingham one. I went to the CPD, the basis prompt stand, as quick as I could to get my points in. And it was automatic. You just whacked it on.
Yeah.
We seem to have gone a bit because like Pest Tech this year. Last year, did you go?
No.
Well, basis prompt, I was a bit miffed. I was because the year before, you scanned your card. This year I go, and there's a piece of paper you had to sign. I thought, well, you've gone backwards there. I don't get it, but, it is what it is. Still got my points. That's all that matters.
That's it. Still get your points.
That's all that matters, really. It does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you got any advice for people coming into the industry, like technicians-wise, or they want to be technicians, or, and that's a big question, or somebody who wants to leave their job, say they're working for a pest control company, national or whoever, and they want to set up by themselves? Have you got any bits of wisdom that can help them?
I would say personally, if you're a young'un and you want to get into it, first of all, think, do I like working on my own a lot, and do I like driving? Driving in all weathers, all conditions, do I like it? If you don't, you're not going to become a pest control technician. It involves driving in horrific weather, nice weather, all times of the day. So that's the first two I would look at. Secondly, I would go to Killgerm and I would get and do their free webinar on starting up a pest control business.
Okay.
With Rob Simpson and Tim Bloomer. Amazing. I did that. As soon as that was available to me, I jumped on that with both hands.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And very, very good. Very, very good. Very knowledgeable.
He's very knowledgeable, Rob Simpson, because I listened to what podcast he was on. Rob Simpson was, I don't know whether you've heard that one. If you haven't, go back and find it. Rob Simpson done one on the Beauties and Beasties.
Yeah,
and it was very good.
Yeah. Yeah. And he had a stinking cold.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
That's the one.
But it was very good. That was.
Yeah.
That's how I knew he was very knowledgeable.
Yeah, absolutely. And the course, if your thing they're setting up is brilliant. They go through everything. They go through contract work, what you should have in a contract folder. Just through the whole thing, really. You know, from pricing, what you should be pricing, how you should be pricing, do's and don'ts, niche markets, ideas on advertising. Absolute brilliant setup. And that really, you know, was huge for me. So I would definitely recommend that.
That's a great tip, definitely. Thanks for that. That will help a lot of people. That will.
Oh, it will, absolutely.
Yeah.
The way I did it, I'm older. You know, I was in my 40s, whatever, and I'm thinking, right, I'm gonna give up this because my body's dying or whatever. I need to change my lifestyle and get into it. The way I did it, it worked quite well, really. Would I say for an older person who isn't in pest control, who wants to get into it in their 40s or early 50s, would I advise them to go work for a national? Don't know. I don't think I would, personally. Young'un, yeah, either go that route. But for someone my age, it worked really well for me, writing letters out saying, this is me, this is what I want to do. Anybody out there want to give me a hand and help? And like I say, Russell Jones from Short Pest Control came, helped. And it kind of went from there for me. So I would go that route.
But no, yeah, thanks for that. The mentorship is a good thing. I hear a lot on Alex Wade mentions a lot on the Beauties and Beasties podcast. He talks about mentorship he does. And that's really good, that is.
Yeah.
Any mentor.
Oh, it's nice to know you've got a backup. You know, we have social media, we have LinkedIn, we always have a chat, you know. Yeah. And we kind of like mentor each other, if you like.
We've got WhatsApp now, we have. We've got WhatsApp now, we have.
Oh yeah, WhatsApp, yeah. We'll have a WhatsApp group.
I got in an interview. I got in Kieron's interview because he mentioned me. I'm famous. You did, didn't you? Did it ask you any books or people you speak to where you bounce ideas? Yeah.
When I was interviewed, it's you know, we network and Shaun Muller was you know, we top one.
Definitely. It's always good to talk to people because I'm quite, as people know, I like to talk about the industry, what's going on, and various. But now I've started the podcast, so
absolutely,
people knew it was coming. I don't think some people believed I was actually going to do it, but I've cleared space now. I stopped doing my gaming podcast for this, put the focus into this.
Absolutely,
that's why I've got experience in it. But the software I used before was free. This is like a paid software because I need somewhere where if someone hasn't got I've got a really good PC, but say someone hasn't, you could even join on a phone. You can talk on a phone. So you click, as you know, click the link and just use straight in, rather than you having to make an account. You're straight in. So you got to make it easy for people to join you. You have, but
absolutely.
It's that's great. That's great advice, Kieron. Would you recommend people? Because you know, at the minute, from what I hear, there's a bit of a shortage technicians wise, or struggle to get technicians. Because one of the biggest problems is obviously the van insurance for under 30s. So if you're young, it's hard to get into the business because it's a big ask for the insurance money they want for young technicians. But young people is what they need in the industry. Because they say in the next 5-something years, a big percentage of the industry retires or supposed to retire.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's what the statistics say anyway. but that's one of the issues. But anyway, yeah, thanks for coming on. Have you got anyone that would you would like to see on the podcast that I could try and convince in the future? I'm not nicking the Beauties and Beasties question. I'm just asking that one.
Yeah. No, absolutely, absolutely. Who would I like to see? I would like to see you have someone from the crawl space.
Oh, well, I can arrange that. That's not a problem.
Absolutely,
that's not a problem. As you know, Jack and Brad, they will. But what I'll do is I'll probably get them on together, or I'll get them on individually. But
I'd get them on together. I think that would make a very entertaining podcast.
I'll try and arrange that. I'm sure because they did say that they're going to promote the podcast on their the next show they're doing is they go on as they say, a break for a bit, but in America they call it I'm going on hiatus. Mm-hmm. They have a break. They do. But on the last show, they give him a podcast a shout out, and they're going to try and get more people to give it a go. They are.
You were on theirs, and you just returned the favour.
Yeah, I was more. I was nervous, very nervous. Then you could probably tell I was on that podcast. But
still a good podcast.
Yeah,
still a good podcast. You get out there, you've got your perspective out there. And I think that it would.
I'm going to request you to go on the podcast. Actually, I'm going to say you need to get Kieron on. He's a dedicated UK listener. You need to get him on.
Yeah, get on.
I'll tell them. You need to get him on.
Thank you very much.
I will. But yeah. Thanks for coming on.
That's
It's been a pleasure to have you on for my first podcast. I will clip it all together because the camera went off, but I'm learning this software, so I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thanks for coming on, Kieron. It's been is this your first podcast and as a pest controller?
Yes.
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 I got the exclusive, people.
You have indeed.
I got the exclusive. But
absolutely.
Thanks for coming on. And if you're on Facebook, please give it a like. Please follow the page. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a review, a rating and review. Subscribe. If you're on Spotify, please give us a follow and a rating. It helps boost the algorithm so more people can see the show because we're a brand new show. This is the second episode, but the first guest on the show with Kieron from Green Rock Pest Control. But thank you, Kieron, for giving up some time tonight. I think we must be around the hour mark. We must be. It's hard for me to tell because I've had to start and stop a couple of times. I have. But it's about. I'm sure about 8:30. It's about 9:30 now. I like to keep it shut like that because with podcasts, people's attentions can drift. If you know what I mean, they can. But thanks for coming on, and everyone. I will see you all next time.
Cheers.
All right, thanks. From Shaun Muller, Oakham Pest Control, Pest Perspectives.